Where is your tongue resting right now? Today I wanted to ask you that question because I can almost guarantee that most people have never asked you that question before. Now, it may sound trivial, but if you're a woman in midlife going through perimenopause or menopause, this small detail could be quietly affecting your sleep, your energy, and even your nervous system. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why it matters and what you can start doing about it today. Now, many women enter menopause expecting hot flushes and mood swings, but some notice something else entirely. They wake at night, myself, their sleep feels lighter, their energy drops, their nervous system feels on edge. That's very much me. Most people blame hormones alone, but there's something deeper happening, and something that many health practitioners never mention, and it's the position of a small, powerful muscle, the tongue. Here's the key. The tongue isn't just for speaking or for tasting food. It's connected to the hyoid bone, a little bone in the neck that supports the airway. And the airway is crucial for breathing, especially during sleep. When the tongue rests correctly on the roof of the mouth, it helps keep the airways open, nasal breathing becomes easier, oxygen flows efficiently, and your nervous system benefits from this. But when the tongue drops low in the mouth, as most adults do without even realizing it, the airway narrows, the body compensates, and the head leans forward. Muscles in the neck and jaw work overtime. And over time, this subtle shift can affect sleep, stress levels, and even your face and your posture. So right now, as you're watching, check yourself, where is your tongue resting? During menopause, declining levels of estrogen and progesterone mean muscle tone naturally declines, and you can see that quite clearly on me here. And I've always had a bit of a double chin, but the other thing, I've always been a mouth breather. I've got very narrow airways. And as time has gone on, my snoring, I'm going to say this live on YouTube, my snoring has got louder, poor husband, and I do have the suspicion of obstructive sleep apnea. So one of the things I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be teaching myself to rest my tongue on the roof of my mouth rather than let it on the floor of my mouth. And here you'll see the whole double chin and the defining jaw sagging. So it's not just about your arms and your legs, it includes the muscles that support your airway as well. And during menopause, our arms and our legs feel, I'm going to say, more flaccid. They don't have that strong muscle tone that we used to. Well, that also happens in your jaw and in your chin here. And when we want to change that about our arms and our legs and the rest of our body, we'll go to the gym and we will strengthen our muscles by walking or swimming or strength training or whatever. So it's going to be the same for our face. Now we can do face yoga and all of those things that I do try and do, but this, what I've noticed, is the actual placement of your tongue. And when you do it properly, and you'll have to learn, because if you're not doing it, it's something you have to teach yourself, then you'll find that actually there is a marked difference between how your face is going to look after you've been doing this for a while. Now, one of the controversies here is that there is some evidence to suggest that you can actually change your jaw line in adults. Now, it's not about bone restructuring. That is not something that is happening particularly during adult time. Our face is pretty much set in, especially by the time you hit your 50s. There is evidence to suggest that teaching children this can actually define their jaw better. But for us, not only is it going to help with our double chin and our little saggy jowls here, but it'll actually really help the way we sleep. And that's why we want to change the way we sleep to regulate our nervous system. So many women do notice changes in their sleep quality, and as I've suggested, snoring or even waking tired despite spending hours in bed. And your tongue surprisingly becomes a key player in midlife vitality. So let me ask you this question again. Are your lips slightly parted? is your tongue resting low in your mouth? Notice this now, because awareness is the first step toward change. Specialists in orofacial myology, and I don't say that very well, orofacial myology, and techniques like mewing or mooing are now exploring how tongue posture influences sleep, airway stability, and even nervous system regulation. Even a few minutes a day of correct tongue placement and nasal breathing can make a difference over time, and that's exactly what I'm going to be teaching you and myself in the upcoming Midlife Airway Reset Protocol, a simple routine that is to support your breathing, nervous system, balance and vitality during menopause. So here's what I would like you to do next. Close your mouth, take a slow deep breath through your nose. Notice where your tongue is. Is it resting on the roof of your mouth? This is your first step towards improving sleep, energy and overall nervous system balance. In my next video on this subject, I will show you exactly how to train your tongue and breathing in just a few minutes a day, and why this is so powerful for women in midlife. And we're going to be doing this together because I'm going to be training myself to do it as well. So if you're ready to explore this with me, hit subscribe. Make sure to click the bell so you don't miss the next video, and let me know in the comments, where is your tongue resting now? Small changes can make a huge difference. Sometimes it's the little things we overlook, like a muscle most of us never think about. Pay attention, because your body is always listening. I will see you in the next video.